Producing is becoming more and more popular. It has been over the last few years. A lot of people starting out trying to find their own sound. Some people going straight into the recording. And if you record any like guitar, drums, vocals, you soon realize how many takes it takes to find the perfect take. Which everyone goes through this, but what if I told you not to delete those bad takes? At least not at first. You're missing out on a bunch of great, amazing samples you could implement into those tracks from those bad takes. As the great Bob Ross said, happy accidents. So I took that and I implemented that into like how I make music or beats at least. And you find a lot of cool flavoring. I'll show you a couple songs where I use this technique, sampling from bad takes and keeping it alive still within the track. This first example I'm showing you is a song. I was doing guitar and I'd hit something. I must have done like a harmony or just hit the string wrong and not pressed down hard enough. But it made like this like noise on the guitar. But I, instead of like throwing that away, I decided to like add that as like a percussive element into the song. As you can see, it's just like a little like click click. That I just sounded cool, and all I did to make it more like instrumental was I slapped some reverb delay on aux tracks, blended that in, and then I did like a pitch shift just so like every other one didn't sound the exact same. I just shifted it up like 5 semitones, whatever sounds in key to the song. But together with all the instruments, it does sound like this. But again, happy accidents. Don't delete everything because you can salvage even like really bad takes into something that's like cool and unique in the beat itself. Or at least if you can't, at least it's practice and you're like able to work your brain and move it to the mindset of like looking for those samples within bad takes. This next one was a accident with Logic Pro's Melodyne type thing where it just like auto, you can like do flex pitch and stuff. It did some weird artifact thing that was super weird, but it sounded super cool. So I bounced it and then I used it as part of like a beat, ear candy. But here's the song. This little tiny guy right here. I was doing something in Melodyne. I think I was like just formatting it down, or Logic's Melodyne, and it made this really like noise. And I thought to keep it and put it in a song, but this is what it sounds like. And for that one, I didn't even really add any extra effects. I just took what the effects that were on that vocal where it messed it up on the actual audio file. I just bounced it into its own track and then I just put it within a song to kind of glide into a vocal part. But here's the song in context. And quite honestly, it doesn't even stop at a bad take. You can use this for like when you're moving around like regions in your thing, but you forget about some automation and then the automation doesn't go with it. But like you get the tail end or the start of that automation that you never thought about doing, but it ended up sounding cool. I'll show you an example of that on like this one lo-fi slash post-rock type instrumental song I have. So for this, I was just moving around. I want to like space out this part from this part, but I forgot about that automation there. Not realizing what it would do, it would keep that tail end from that first section and then just like ramp it up and back down. I think all I did really was just volume automation up and down real quick, but this is what it sounds like. It's truthfully not much, but I think it adds like a cool little, like, I don't know, just break in that silence right before a big little drop. But I will show you in context with the rest of the song. This is my last example, by the way. But yeah, that is my tip for producers, especially people who are just starting out, still new to it, not understanding, I guess, things you can do or things you can like just think about when producing, whether it's a bad take or you messed up an automation or something. Like, just keep an eye out or an ear out for those like possibly awesome samples. It's just fun, keeps your song unique, kind of like to you, putting in your like little flaws. I just think it's super sick. If you enjoyed this or found this useful, let me know. Put a like, send a follow. I'll try and do more producer tricks and tips that I personally use in my songs. And I do all sorts of music, so you might be interested in that. But yeah, let me know. Anyway, thank you.